Hey guys, it's Aaliyah and I'm excited to share with you a few things that I want to let you know about working in your home. So I know there are a lot of stylists out there right now and you're probably currently doing hair at home due to the pandemic. Let me tell you one thing. I totally understand. It's very convenient. It may be safe right now because of the pandemic and COVID that's going on right now. And it also may be cheaper for you to actually be doing hair at home right now. So I get it. I want to share with you some experiences that I've experienced as a professional, as well as some things that I've gained from some expertise of actually working from home. So one thing that I want to share with you today is when you work from home as a hairstylist, one thing that I can say is there's a certain standard that is not set when you work from home. Now, I'm not going to speak for everyone because there are a lot of hairstylists that have actually customized their home to a professional salon within their home. Now, for those who may have that going on right now in their home, and you have a designated space that is actually state board, you've met the requirement for state board. I'm not talking about you guys, because you put in the work to actually make sure that you have the right things in place to be able to serve your clients in a great way. But I'm talking about you guys who may be home and you just may have it set up in a corner. One thing that I want to share with you is, regardless if you're in either one of those type of environments, there are some disadvantages to it. One thing that I can say is when clients hear that you work from home, not all of them would respect your standard. Not all of them even understand if you are licensed. They put you in the mindset of I'm going to someone's home and they are already expecting to not have to pay a certain amount of money because they're coming to the presence of your home. And I think that's absolutely unfair to you as a professional because you can't even charge the price that you desire to charge because you have now moved to a place that is not in a salon environment. So that's one thing. I want you to recognize your standard. You have went to school, you are certified, and you are called the professional. You should definitely be in a place of a professional setting. So for those of you who do have the designated space, I challenge you to be sure that your space is take it up a notch. I challenge you to make sure that it's clean. Make sure that it's actually you have up-to-date equipment. Making sure that you keep yourself educated so that clients are not taking advantage of the fact that you are working from home. And for those that are working from home and you're not certified, I encourage you to take the classes, go back to school, and get registered as a professional master cosmetologist. Because this industry is an industry that is filled with major opportunities, and not if you're not certified, you may not even be able to qualify for those things because you're missing that certification. So why settle for less when you can have so much more? Alright, so for those of you that are working from home, the second thing that I realize is it is a hard balance between your personal life and your work life. Why? Because you have them both set up in the same setting. Now let me tell you, this doesn't have to be hard, but I find it very challenging for you to set that boundary that you need to know when it's work hours and when it's rest hours, when is it actual personal hours. Now, when you don't set those boundaries, that means that your clients have the opportunity to just drive up to your house. They have the opportunity to just called and said, hey, I'm on the way, and because I'm on the way, they're expecting you to just do their hair. Why? Because you do not have that boundary in place. So that is one disadvantage of the fact of working from home. Clients are already expecting stylists to just be able to do their hair because they're always at home working from home. So the main thing is, when you work in a salon setting, clients can respect your boundaries. Why? Because you have set hours, and even you even respect your boundaries because you know what time you have to get to work and you know what time you want to get off. So when you come into a salon setting and the hours are set, there's no changing it, and clients can respect that without even asking. So that's number two. I want you to be mindful of the not knowing how to balance between personal life and work life. Then next, it's no privacy. When you are inviting your clients into your home, you have to be mindful of the fact that your clients are now entering your personal life. Now, this is also for those who doesn't have their place set up where certain areas of the house is cut off. But think about it. If you're married, if you have children, family members are coming over, you want to be sure that you respect your boundaries and that client doesn't know what goes on into your house. That's one thing as a professional, that you must set the standard and know who you are as a professional. Why? Because I guarantee you there's not a doctor in place where you know the whole family, you know what's on top of the refrigerator, you know how many bedrooms they have in their home, any of that. You may not even know where your doctor lives. So why do we not know where our doctors live in any of their personal business? Why? Because they have boundaries. So this is why it's so important that you understand the standard of being a master cosmetologist, to respect your own privacy. You don't need any client coming into your home knowing anything that goes on inside of your home unless you decide to share that with them. But you want to respect, have major respect for yourself, and clients will respect you as well. Then also, number three, guys, I'm going to share a personal experience with you guys. When I used to do hair from home, it was a starting place for me. Yes, it was something that I started out doing, but once I gained the idea that this is what I wanted to do, I realized my clientele was growing and I needed some space between me and my clients. So what did I do? I said, you know what, I'm going back into a salon. When it was time for me to move, I believe I stopped doing hair at least maybe 2 years. 2 years after I moved my salon equipment back into a salon, I moved out of my apartment 2 years later. And when I tell you guys, when I moved, there was so much hair in my home, and I hadn't done hair in my home for 2 years. So what does that mean? That means that when you do hair out of your home, we already know that hair breaks up into millions of pieces. No matter how clean you are, there's absolutely no way you can get all of the hair out of your house. And that is really not, it's really not good for sanitation. You gotta think about it. You're sitting in your home, you may be eating. You don't want to be seeing all of these hair and all of this kind of stuff just sitting in the presence of your home when it's not a place where you do hair anymore. So that's something to be mindful of, that hair can be anywhere in your home. So you want to be sure that you are recognizing how to keep your home sanitized while you are working from home. Okay? And then next is non-exposure. When you work from home, you can promote your work, or it can be word of mouth, but there's a limit amount of exposure you can get from working from home. But when you take the time out and work into a salon, it gives you way more exposure than what you can gain in in your actual home. Why? Because when there are other stylists that work in the salon, their client sees you, the other stylist sees you. There's other people that coming in the salon that maybe the mailman, they come in, they see you. People see you from just walking into the salon, and not only do they see you, they see your work, they see your expertise, your professionalism. They see all of that stuff from just coming into the salon. So when you work from home, it puts you in a place of isolation. All you know is what you do. You may be encouraged by social media or make your connections that way, but your networking opportunities are a lot more smaller. One thing that I can tell you, there's nothing like being connected to those individuals working in a salon. Now, I'll share you in my next video on how you can determine which salon is best for you. And I want you to not be afraid to step outside of what you know. Last but not least, also being connected into a salon home, you gain community. Regardless of what type of salon it is, there's something about having an actual family, like a salon family. No matter if it's a solar salon, any of those type of individual salons, or if it's a actual booth rental salon, or even if it's an commission salon, it's still based off community. There's nothing like being connected to people. But no matter what type of style salon it is, I want you to know you can still have independency in being connected into any of these type of salons. But there are so many resources that you can utilize by just being inside a salon home. So I hope this video was something eye-opening for any of you who may be working in your home. Maybe you may be frustrated and you want to step back out there and find you a salon home, but you don't know where to start. I want to help you with that. Feel free to visit my website, www.educatebeauty360.com. I'm more than welcome to just sit down and chat with you to see what are your goals, where you're trying to go, and how we can get you connected to the right salon home for you. Or at least set you in the right direction so that you can know what you're looking for. But in the meantime, I want you guys to really take a step back and see if where you are you growing? You can be very stagnant working from home. It's very complacent and comfortable, but are you growing? That is the question. So I want you to take into consideration of some of these things and drop it down in the comment below and let me know, what's this helpful? What are some experiences that you've experienced from working from home? There are some good benefits, but I want you to be mindful on, are the disadvantages, are they larger than your advantages that you're gaining from working from home? But now is the time to definitely grow, and you are worth the standard. So step up, let's do this thing together, and let's find ways on how we can go to the next level together as professionals. Thank you. My name's Aaliyah. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click the subscribe button because I have so many more videos on its way to you. Alright guys.